In this video, you are gonna learn every single greeting there is in Swedish. Hey allihopa, hi everyone, and welcome to another video from Said in Swedish. So, the first and the most important greeting that you all know already, I think you do, because I just said it, is hey. Hey, it's the neutral, all-round greeting that you will need to know. So, you can skip this video if you know this greeting. However, people or Swedes can say a few very peculiar things. So, if you don't know that they are greetings, they will throw you off. So, keep on watching. Now, this greeting has a few variations. So, if someone is in a particularly good mood, you might hear a hey hey, hey hey. So, hey can be doubled here. And we also have hey på dig. And I did a TikTok about this, and a short and a reel. Yes, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and on YouTube. And you can see here that hey på dig can also, it could basically mean a number of things. Hey på dig! If you're going to Sweden and someone is in a particularly good mood, I guess if you walk into a shop, you might hear a hejsan, hejsan. And that's the last variation we have. So, hey, hey hey, and hejsan. Those are variations. And we'll, of course, have hey på dig, but it's hey, but with extra. Another sub-variant of hejsan is hejsan på dig-san. And it's basically a joke. We had hey på dig, and then we just have hey son, and we put son on day as well as a joke, so that it rhymes and sounds funny. If you want to learn more stuff like this, you can buy my book, A Lagom Guide to Swedish. Links are in the description down below. It's great. Then we have HALLÅ, and HALLÅ is really a question, right? Or a way to get attention. So it's like, HALLÅ, hello, is there anyone there? Or hello, you lost your wallet, right? That kind of hello. So, hallå. However, if we are a bit more casual, we could say hallå as a greeting as well. So, hallå, hallå, nice to see you again. Right? So if you see your friend, you can say hallå. It's nice, isn't it? It's not, but you just have to remember that hallå is not the same as hello. We use hey for that neutral, normal, plain, basic greeting. All right? A variation of hallå is HALLÅ ELLER, as they say in Gothenburg. I don't know why they do this, but I thought I should mention it anyway. So if you there, maybe you'll hear that. And maybe someone from Gothenburg can comment on when you use this, if it's with your friends or with everyone or whatever, right? A variant of hallå would be HALLOJ. So that exists as well, HALLOJ. And remember that all of these that aren't hey are a bit more casual. It doesn't mean that you can't use them with strangers, but maybe they make you sound a bit more outgoing, for instance, or a bit more happy, etc. Then we have a few greetings that are, I don't want to say masculine, because they are used by everyone, but I think men use these a little bit more, maybe. I don't have any statistics, so you just have to go out and listen for yourself before using all these greetings. So, we have TJENARE, which comes from tjänare, and that means servant. So, once upon a time, you basically said, I'm your humble servant, or something. And from that, we went from tjänare to tjenare, and then we went to tjena. And this one can be doubled as well. So, tjena tjena is something you can say. And then we shortened that even further into tja. And then we made it longer into tjaba. A variant of tjena would also be tjena MITTBENA. It rhymes. It's nothing that people say very often, but it exists. And for the sake of completion here, I wanted to mention it. Tjena MITTBENA. This is the MITTBENA. Yes. What's it called in English? I don't know. I don't remember. And a more easygoing, funny variant of Tjena is Tjenixen. Tjenixen. People don't use that super often, but it also exists. Like Tjenixen. Very casual. Before moving on with the casual greetings, I wanted to talk a bit about a few formal or, let's say, archaic greetings. So we have goddag. Goddag, which means good day. Goddag. And it's basically, it's come to this that we don't really use this at all, if it's not a bit more jokingly, maybe. But it's not like in Germany, for instance, where you say Guten Tag all the time to everyone. Goddag is something that has become more archaic nowadays. In the 40s and 50s and that kind of era, you still said goddag to people. And you said, good day, Mr. Andersson. Goddag, Herr Andersson. And stuff like that. You don't do that anymore. And goddag is, I would say, archaic. But it could be used as a casual, fun greeting. It's something you say for fun, just to be a bit funny, I guess. It's hard to explain exactly what I mean by that. It's not haha funny, but it's easygoing, right? It's kind of a joke. And among all the greetings that we can double, we could also find this one. We can say goddag, goddag, for instance. Goddag, 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 goddag. I did promise you all the greetings, and while editing I thought of one, so here it comes. Goddagens. Goddagens. It's a casual one, but I think it's used more than its parent, goddag. So this one, I think you will hear a little bit more than goddag. Then we have god morgon, and god morgon means good morning. Nothing archaic about that, really, but it belongs to the group of the, good something greetings. So I'm putting it in here. It's neutral, I'd say, just good morning. Nothing weird about that. However, we have a few more casual variants. We have MORN. MORN. And we can double this one as well. So we have MORN MORN. It belongs to the greetings we can double. Hey hey, for instance. We had tjena tjena, and we have this one, MORN MORN. And it just means good morning, right? MORN MORN. However, a variant of this that doesn't mean good morning is MORSNING. MORSNING. At least I believe it's a variant of MORN or MORGON. MORSNING. And to make it even more fun to say is to add KORSNING, because we like when it rhymes. So MORSNING KORSNING. It's a fun greeting that not everyone uses, and it's not that commonly used, but it exists. And I think if you say it as a foreigner, you could really break the ice. So try that one out and let me know how it went. A word that we have in Swedish that English for some weird reason lacks is förmiddag. You have the word afternoon, right? Eftermiddag. But we also have förmiddag, which means before noon. And we have this greeting, god förmiddag. God förmiddag, which means vi får vänta lite till. Vänta lite. Stay with me. Don't click away. Stay with me. Just need this lastbil to get it out of here. More likely a sopbil, I think. I can't see it, but I can hear it. Yes, it's a sopbil. Garbage truck. Kom igen! So as I said, god förmiddag. It's not used very often, but it could happen. So if someone says god förmiddag, you now know how to respond. Obviously, god förmiddag. You say the same. For noon, we have god middag. God middag. And as with god förmiddag, it's not super frequently used, but it exists and it could happen that someone uses it with you. The same goes for god eftermiddag, good afternoon, and god kväll. God kväll. It's like, these aren't very often used, but it could happen as a joke, or sometimes actually not as a joke, but it's not super common. With god kväll, which means good evening, we also have god afton. And this one is to be considered archaic. When I grew up, you would still hear that in the news sometimes, but I don't think you will do that now. It can happen that someone says it on a stage, for instance, a presenter or something. God afton, kära publik, for instance. Good evening, dear audience. You could hear it, but it's not super likely, and god kväll is a bit more likely that you will hear than god afton. But nowadays, I think on the news, for instance, you are more likely to hear god kväll than god afton. And now we're back with a few colloquial greetings, because now we have covered two of the greetings that this next one is made out of. We have tjena mors. Tjena mors. So we have tjenare, or tjena in this case, and a variant of morsning, which would be mors. So tjena mors. Then we have a kind of newish greeting. I don't know, it's a generation thing, I'd say. So this one is a Gen Z or millennial thing. I don't think people over 40 or would use this a lot. If you don't agree, please let me know in the comments down below. But the greeting is shoo. 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 I mean, this word exists as a wee word. Like shoo. Hey yo, shoo. Like that. But as a greeting, I think it's fairly new. Maybe 20 years or so. I don't know. Please let me know in the comments down below if you know what your feeling is, if you have any idea. Please enlighten us. All right, that was the last greeting. However, I have a bonus for you, and that's MORJENS. MORJENS is a greeting that they say in Finland. If you don't know, there are Swedish speakers in Finland. Finno-Swedes or Finland Swedes or whatever you want to call them. They aren't Swedes, but they speak Swedish. And they say MORJENS. And actually, as far as I know, we did do that in Sweden as well, but like 200 years ago or something. So it's something that died out in Sweden, but it still exists in Finland. MORJENS. All right, everyone, that was everything for today, and hopefully you now know how to respond if you're approached with these weird words, like what would you make of Tjenixen? It's weird, right? If someone just says that to you, you wouldn't know how to react. But you could just respond now with a greeting. Maybe just say Tjenixen back or whatever. And I mean, most of these you don't really need to use. You can say hey and be done with it. And if you're approached with one of these expressions, you now know how to react. If you want to learn Swedish, you can do that on sayitinswedish.com, where I've got free lessons for you. And if you want to talk to me and other fans and learners, you can do that on our Discord community. Links are in the description down below. And if you want to support the project, you can do that on Patreon. You can become a member on sayitinswedish.com, or you can buy the book, A Lagom Guide to Swedish. All the links are in the description down below. And we will see each other in the next video. All right? Puss och kram. Ta hand om er. Hej då, vi ses!